All right, today we're diving into an idea that kind of flips everything we think about success on its head. What if the real secret to getting better isn't about adding more stuff to your life, but about taking things away?
Just think about it for a sec. You decide you want to get healthier, or more productive, or maybe grow your business. What's that first immediate impulse?
Yeah, if you're anything like me, your brain just jumps straight to addition. It's like, okay, I need to add a new workout, find a new productivity app, add more clients, start another side project. We're just conditioned to think more, more, more.
But what if that's completely backwards? What if the most powerful way to improve is to look at what you can get rid of, not what you can pile on?
So this whole idea of getting better by removing things, it actually has a name. And honestly, getting your head around it can be a total game changer for pretty much everything.
It's called via negativa. It's Latin, as you can see, for the negative way. And the thinker Nassim Nicholas Taleb basically took this old idea and turned it into a super practical tool for making decisions in our crazy modern world. The core idea is just so simple. You get better by getting rid of what doesn't work.
And this quote from Taleb just nails it. What he's saying is that not doing something stupid, omission, is a much safer bet than trying to do something brilliant, commission. And why is that? Well, because we're actually much, much better at spotting what's bad for us than we are at predicting what's going to be a huge success.
Okay, so let's really see this in action. Let's put these two mindsets right next to each other. You've got the path of addition, let's call it via positiva, and then you've got the path of subtraction, via negativa.
Look at the huge difference in the questions they ask. The addition mindset, via positiva, is always asking, what can I add? It's this endless hunt for the next magic pill or killer app, and it just leads to clutter and complexity. But the subtraction mindset, via negativa, asks a way more powerful question. What should I remove to get better? And that immediately forces you to focus on eliminating the junk you already know is holding you back. It naturally leads you to simplicity and makes you way more resilient. So this all sounds pretty cool in theory, right? But what does it actually look like day to day? Let's get into some real-world examples of how this works.
Let's talk health. Instead of chasing the latest superfood or buying a cart full of new supplements, what happens if you just remove sugar and processed junk from your diet? The positive result is practically a sure thing. Or instead of some crazy complex workout plan you'll quit in a week, what if you just remove being sedentary? Just start moving more. Fasting is the perfect example of this. You gain health purely by taking something away.
And it's not just personal stuff. This is huge in business. A company gets stronger not by adding every shiny new software, but by removing the things that slow it down. Instead of launching 10 new products hoping one takes off, it's usually smarter to just cut the ones that are bleeding money. And a big one, avoiding debt. By subtracting that financial weakness, a company becomes so much tougher.
This same logic is golden for your personal finances. So many people get burned trying to find the next big thing. The via negativa approach is all about survival first. The number one rule isn't get rich, it's don't lose money. By just cutting out your exposure to investments that could totally wipe you out, you automatically give yourself a much better chance at long-term success.
And of course, this hits home in our personal lives. I mean, just imagine how much more focused you'd be if instead of downloading yet another productivity app, you just subtracted the endless doom scrolling on social media. The real power here is in removing the known negatives before you even start thinking about adding new, unproven habits. But this whole strategy of subtraction, it's about more than just cleaning house. It's about building a totally different kind of strength, something Taleb calls the antifragile edge. So we all get what fragile means, right? Something that breaks under pressure. And we get what robust means, something that resists pressure. But Taleb introduces this third idea, antifragile. This is for things that don't just survive shocks and chaos, they actually get stronger from them. Think about it like this. A glass cup is fragile. You drop it, it shatters. A block of steel is robust. You drop it, it's fine. But our own immune system, that's antifragile. When it gets exposed to a virus, it doesn't just survive. It learns, adapts, and gets stronger for the next time. That's the goal right there. And this is where it all clicks together. Via Negativa is the hands-on tool you use to become antifragile. By systematically cutting out the things that make you weak, the debt, the bad habits, the distractions, your whole system just naturally gets stronger. It becomes better prepared to not just handle chaos, but to actually benefit from it.
So if there's one thing to walk away with, it's this. True wisdom in this complicated world isn't about having all the right answers. It's really about knowing what is clearly wrong and having the discipline to just avoid it. The focus shifts entirely to what not to do.
So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Take a look at your life, your health, your work, your finances. What is the one thing, one distraction, one bad habit, one useless complication that you could subtract today to make yourself stronger and more resilient for whatever comes next?